To the west of the majestic Dhaulagiri mountain in Nepal lies Dhorpatan Hunting Reserve. Home to the Himalayan blue sheep, known locally as Naur, Dhorpatan is famous around the world for trophy hunting. French hunter Renault is here with some of his hunting friends to hunt the blue sheep. Going after these intelligent and elusive blue sheep requires courage, strength, and a lot of patience.
Nepal blue sheep hunt is the hardest in the world. So it's a challenge. Blue sheep hunting in Nepal is a challenge.
But these hunters are determined to take home a blue sheep trophy, for which they have traveled thousands of kilometers. Nothing compares to the prestige of a successful hunt of the Himalayan blue sheep. It is believed that formal hunts started in Nepal over 130 years ago during Janga Bahadur Rana's reign as the Prime Minister. However, since the creation of the Dhorpatan Hunting Reserve in 1983, hunting in Nepal, which was limited to the members of the Shah royalty and Rana aristocracy, has hosted hunters and dignitaries from around the world. This is Rabi Thapa, a Nepalese agent with the license to guide professional hunters to hunt at the Dhorpatan Hunting Reserve. This year, he has been given the responsibility of taking 2 teams on hunts. This is Renault, a renowned professional hunter from France. He will be leading one of the teams to hunt the blue sheep. Renault is passionate about hunting and enjoys traveling to different parts of the world to hunt for trophies. This is Renault's 3rd hunting visit to Nepal. Accompanying him are young French hunters Michel Moretti, Ataman Sleeman and Robert Gourmet. They all share a common goal: to bring home the biggest Himalayan blue sheep and show the world their courage and hunting skill. After driving through Pokhara, Renault's team arrives in Burtibang on the day of Holi, the Hindu festival of colors.
Ça tient bien. Ça m'étonne que ça tient, genre.
After a 2-day trek from Burtibang, the team reaches the office of the Dhorpatan Hunting Reserve.
Très haut, peut-être pas conseillé.
It is here that the team will make its final preparations for the grueling expedition ahead of them. The members will be briefed on rules and regulations of the reserve, and they will divide their duties and responsibilities. Since each team has only 15 days to hunt their blue sheep, everyone is in a hurry to reach the hunting grounds. The Dhorpatan Hunting Reserve covers an area of 1,385 square kilometers. Each year, 26 blue sheep and 16 Himalayan Thar are set aside for trophy hunters.
26 वटा नावर र 16 वटा झाल चाहिँ निर्धारण गरिएको छ र त्यो अनुसारले बालिनु लाइसेन्स एन्ड इस्यु गर्ने गरिएको छ.
The reserve is divided into 7 blocks. No more than 5 blue sheep may be hunted in each block. This year, Renault's team will be hunting in the Siang block. It is considered the most difficult block as it lies in the high Himalayan region and is the most remote. But this is where big male blue sheep are found in large numbers. That's perhaps why Renault's team has chosen this block, despite the challenging geography. It will take the team at least 6 days of walking to reach the Siang block. After finishing the day's preparations, Renault's team takes advantage of the remaining daylight and goes hunting for barking deer.
Himalaya is very steep, so you have Goral, like a chamois. After you have Siro, after you have Tar, Jaral, after you have Nor, Baral, blue sheep. So 4 different species. It's the same place for hunters. It's very interesting.
The hunters consider this a preparation for the big hunt ahead. But it is not easy to find deer in the thorny undergrowth. The wary team returns to camp empty-handed. Early at dawn the next day, Renault's team sets out once more. Barking deer usually come out to bask in the warm morning sun. Renault's team decides to let its youngest team member, Michel, shoot the deer.
Mais lui, il takes a short shot. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, super. If he's wounded, he push him and we cannot see him. But he's not good shot, not good shot.
Non, il a déroulé, Renault.
Hein? Oui, je sais qu'il y a des roulés sur la gauche.
Dans le buisson.
Ouais.
As a bonus for paying a license to hunt blue sheep and Himalayan thar, Michelle has also received permission to hunt a barking deer and a wild boar.
It is a deer, a kind of deer. We call it muntjac or barking deer. Very interesting deer for us because we don't have in our country.
यो हाम्रो नेपाल वाइल्ड लाइफ सफारीको चाहिँ यो दोस्रो ट्रिप हो दोस्रो ट्रिपमा पनि अस्ति पहिलो ट्रिपमा पनि हामीले यही रतुवा नै हानेको थियो र अहिले यो दोस्रो ट्रिपमा पनि हामीले पहिलोचोटि यो रतुवा नै हानेर जस आज हामी सफल भएको छौं
Another blue sheep hunting team led by Spanish hunter Cubillo Pedro takes a helicopter to Gurja in the Myagdi district. Pedro is a lawyer by profession. He has come from Madrid to hunt blue sheep with his friend Ruiz. Pedro's team has been given permission to hunt in the Gustang block of the reserve. Getting here by helicopter has been easy for the team, but reaching the blue sheep will mean traversing extreme steep terrain in high altitude. Pedro and his team members are determined to complete the daunting task ahead of them. They know that it's a part of the hunting experience and that difficulties only add to the excitement of the sport. Early next morning, the team will leave in search of blue sheep in the base of the desolate mountains. However, tonight, they receive a warm welcome from the villagers, so the team makes the most of it by rejoicing. Pedro's team braves the early morning chill to begin the hunt. The Gustang block, where Pedro's team will search for the blue sheep, is situated at an altitude of about 5,500 meters above sea level. Pedro weighs about 90 kilos, and it could be a challenge for him to pursue a mature male blue sheep in this difficult Himalayan terrain. They have to be very vigilant as they can spot or come across blue sheep at any moment. Suddenly, Pedro spots a herd of blue sheep some distance away. A big male in the herd draws Pedro's attention. He drags his body to get closer to his target. But blue sheep are very sensitive to odor and can detect humans as far as 5 kilometers away. Pedro has missed his target. He's very worried that he might have wounded a blue sheep. If Pedro wounds a sheep, he may only hunt that particular sheep. Wounding a sheep in the herd would jeopardize his chances of bagging a blue sheep trophy, for which he has paid so much money. He would have to return empty-handed with nothing to show but his shattered dream of hanging a big sheep trophy in his house. Even though Pedro missed all of his 3 shots, the game scout from the Hunting Reserve Authority can't find proof that his bullets have injured any blue sheep. He is relieved to know that he can continue his hunt for blue sheep tomorrow. It is not only Renault who is finding it difficult to walk at this high altitude. The locals in the team are equally having a tough time. The team must cross this high pass to reach the Siang block. The higher the team climbs, the worse the weather gets. Heavy snowfall has completely covered the trail. It is becoming difficult to know which way to go. If the team is lost and has to spend too much time in the severely cold weather, team members can suffer from hypothermia. It will become a bigger challenge for Renault to lead the team out of the situation than to continue with the hunt. Very cold wind and heavy snowfall is lashing at the team. The temperature has also dipped dangerously. Thanks to the experience of the Sherpas and help from the local people, the team finds its way towards the camp.
यताबाट है
Renault seems worried that if this bad weather continues, his team will not be able to continue the hunt. The bright blue sky excites Renault. The weather has improved and the day ahead looks full of promise. The team departs for the hunt after a quick breakfast. It is precarious to walk on the powdery snow after yesterday's heavy snowfall. The smallest error could now prove fatal. But the snow starts to melt as the sun gets warmer. The team members cautiously brave the slippery surface. Blue sheep choose the ridges of steep mountains for safety from predators. In a herd of blue sheep, the female keeps watch, whereas the male leads the herd away when stalked or attacked by predators. When a male gets old, it slowly distances itself away from the herd and starts a solitary life. Such old males are the perfect target for trophy hunters. Renault's experience and instinct pay an unexpected dividend. He spots a herd of blue sheep basking on the side of a mountain some 8 kilometers away. As excited as he is about spotting the blue sheep, he thinks the herd is too distant for it to make a good shot. Renault's team is stalking blue sheep at an altitude of 5,000 meters, but the prey is still elusive.
100 mètres en dessous de tel pic. 100 mètres, alors on va dire 150 mètres en dessous, à plat dans le creux.
All the members of the team look exhausted and hungry. Everyone's health seems to be deteriorating after yesterday's trek in the harsh weather. The wind is extremely cold. Renault's team has nothing but bread with which to satisfy hunger. A herd of blue sheep appears behind a mountain. This is probably the last good opportunity today for Renault's team to hunt a blue sheep. But even with such constraints, Renault shows generosity and lets Michel take the shot.
Il tourne à gauche, il court. Il court à gauche. Il est en haut. Ils vont aller en ligne. Il a raté à mon avis. Ils sont en crête. Hein. Non, c'est des jeunes mâles là en crête.
But unfortunately, his shot doesn't bring down any sheep. Perhaps his shot was ineffectual because of exhaustion and the effects of high altitude. Michel fails to repeat the success of his barking deer hunt.
Pourtant, il était visible. C'était le plus noir. T'es passé au-dessus.
The game scout traveling with the team suspects that a sheep has been injured by Michel's shot. His hunch is accurate. He finds proof that a sheep had been hit. Young Michel is not as lucky as Pedro. To merely injure a trophy animal is considered a grave misfortune for the hunter. Now Michel will be able to shoot any sheep other than the one he has just injured. Finding the injured sheep seems impossible because of bad weather. Time is fast running out. Michel's dream of hanging a blue sheep trophy is nearly over. He has traveled a long distance and paid a large sum to be able to hunt blue sheep. It appears that he will have to return home empty-handed.
Respire bien.
Pardon?
Tu respires bien?
J'arrête pas. Ça sert à rien. J'aurai des cachets.
The whole team is saddened by this prospect. Evening is approaching, there isn't much daylight left, and the camp is still about 16 kilometers down the mountain. If Michel had been successful with his shot, the trek back to camp would have been a much happier walk. The hunting license for Renault's team will expire tomorrow. The team needs to hunt a blue sheep very soon. Otherwise, the hunters will have to return home without their prize. Today is the last day for Renault's team to hunt at the Siang block. The team is disappointed because time is running out and they don't have any blue sheep to chauffeur their hunting expedition. The whole team is putting all their effort into spotting blue sheep, hoping to bag one on the last day. Fortunately, they see a herd of blue sheep a little further away. Athiman is given the opportunity to shoot this time around.
Tout en haut. Tu le vois? Il est sublime. C'est loin. Ça will stop et après tu peux tirer.
Là, je tire dans le tas, là.
Oui, mais tu tires au-dessus, 50 cm au-dessus. C'est pas grave.
C'est trop lourd.
Non, il y en a un qui est bon, je crois.
Je vais tirer encore beaucoup plus.
Retire. 1 mètre au-dessus. Non, ça tire 1 mètre à droite. C'était impeccable, mais 1 mètre à droite.
He shoots at the sheep 3 times, but none of his shots find its target.
100 mètres, 150 mètres, environ entre 5 et 10 minutes, et après stop, il a arrêté, il a retrouvé de l'os.
To add to the misery of failed shots, Athiman is out of bullets. If he had carried more bullets with him, he could have taken some more shots to bring down his target. The sheep take advantage of Ataman's mistake and make the escape from the hunters. Perhaps Pedro's team in the Gustang block is also facing similar adversities. Renault's team has just 3 hours left to hunt before the end of the day. Every face shows disappointment. But the team hasn't yet given up hope. There are still a few hours left and much can happen before the end of the day. To its surprise, Renault's team spots yet another herd of blue sheep grazing. Even though Renault may have to return home empty-handed, he hasn't stopped giving his friends the opportunity of shooting blue sheep. It's Gorakh's turn to have a go at hunting blue sheep. Gorakh is a surgeon and has traveled to some other countries on hunting trips with Renault. There's no room for error now. This might well be the very last opportunity they might have this year to bag a trophy. His bullet doesn't go to waste. Everyone rejoices. In the very last hours of the trip, Renault's team finally has an enormous blue sheep for a trophy. Not everybody has a trophy to claim today, but Gorakh gives everyone the opportunity to pose for photographs with the blue sheep. Once the blue sheep carcass is taken to the camp, an expert will very cautiously skin the animal. Skinning is done with careful incisions, after which the skin receives various chemical treatments.
We are salting because the salt takes out the water, and after there is no putrefaction.
Cleaning the head requires a series of chemical treatments like peroxide treatment, sodium fluorosilicate treatment, bleaching, and frequent rinsing. The meat is distributed among those who helped with the hunt. Time is running out for Pedro's team as well. Pedro and Ruiz now have little hope that they will be successful in hunting a blue sheep. To maximize their chances, they are now hunting separately. Two weeks of hunting in the Himalayan mountains have made both of them very weak and exhausted. Pedro can barely walk on his own and needs the assistance of his teammates. But he hasn't given up hope and is in search of the sheep on his last day of hunting. It's 12 noon. Pedro is at an altitude of over 5,500 meters. He is feeling great difficulty in breathing up here. He has to rest after every few steps. The foothills of Mount Putali are a challenging terrain for anyone. Only the native blue sheep can negotiate this landscape of constantly shifting rocks. Walking this trail is a dangerous endeavor, not only for Pedro, but also for other members of the team. While the exhausted and hungry team decides to take a lunch break, Pedro's assistant stalks ahead in search of blue sheep. Pedro had barely finished his lunch when his assistant signals to him that there is a grazing herd of blue sheep in an alpine meadow close by. Pedro and his assistant cautiously creep through the undergrowth of the meadow. Pedro drags his heavy and exhausted body to about 500 meters from the herd of blue sheep. If Pedro weren't suffering the effects of exhaustion and high altitude, he's close enough for a clean shot with his modern hunting equipment. It looks like he has injured this blue sheep. Pedro is allowed to shoot at it one more time. The sheep is down. Being able to hunt a blue sheep at the very last moment has brought Pedro tremendous joy. Everyone is excited and happy and takes pictures with the trophy animal. When Pedro reaches camp, his joy doubles. His friend Ruiz is waiting for him with a blue sheep of his own. His team has bagged 2 blue sheep. The successful hunters will now be able to take their blue sheep trophies home and proudly hang them on their walls. Their courage and bravery will be recognized by everyone who sees the trophies.